Hey, welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. I'm the Urban Seer and welcome to today's live tarot session. I hope you're all well. For anyone watching the replay, I go live Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays, so please do come along, join us, just bring your questions and receive a free reading. As you can see in the banner, just for those in the chat who are already here, hey, I hope you're all good. Just check out the pinned comment if you do want a free reading. Anyone who would like to book a deeper reading, I offer 3, 5 or 7 card readings, and this also includes a queue jump as well. So if you want to skip the line, the link to that is also in the pinned comment. And final announcement. I just wanted to let everyone, some of you may have already seen, but in honor of Valentine's Day, which is next week, on the 14th of Feb, for that full week, I will be doing a week of love. You may have seen the link already in the chat. So I'll have a session dedicated every day from the 10th, from that week, starting on the 10th of Feb. We'll be focusing purely on love and manifesting the love that you desire. So please do check out the link as well in the chat for the schedule of that love week, which I'm really excited. I'm really excited for, actually. Hey Delaney, I hope you're good. Thank you to everyone who has already submitted their form, their question. So let's get to it. For anyone interested, I'm using the Guardian of the Night Tarot deck today. And I've also, for anyone who would prefer to have the Love Oracle a reading, you would get 3 Oracle cards, which are just messages, direct messages, purely just for love questions. Or if you want to, so just give me a shout if you do want that, but I'll put that to one side for now. Right, let's crack on. Hey Tia Beer, I hope you're well. For anyone who's not feeling so good today, I hope this session brings you some peace, brings you some clarity and insight. Let's start off with Anne Franklin, who is number 1 on the list. Anne Franklin, my dear, please post your question. How's everyone doing this Monday as well? Are we ready for the week, or? Hey Divyansha, I hope you're well. Thank you, Anne. So Anne asks, Reneel and I reconnected after 2 to 3 months of silence. Okay, wow. And are now in touch in a friendly way. I would like to know what his true feelings are towards me. Absolutely. And let's have a look. And whether there is potential for a deeper relationship in the future. Okay. Hey Janavi, thank you for your booking. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. I will just read Anne's as I've started this reading, and then I will jump over to read your question in PayPal there. Thanks, Janavi. Okay. So Anne, this is for you. Let's have a, that's a 2-part question, Anne, so I might not be able to cover all of that, as in the future of potential relationship, but we can certainly look at what are his true feelings towards you right now. It may, and this may give us some clarity on that second part to the question, okay? Spirit, please bring through some clarity, some information regarding Reneel's feelings, true feelings towards Anne and this connection. Okay. Oh, some powerful cards come through. Look, 2 major arcanas, Anne. So this indicates that, you know, the energy, the connection here is strong. There's a heavy pull here. There's a lot going on. Justice card came through too. So I feel like this is some justice for you, okay? That we see the scales. So coming back into balance. Maybe things that have gone not been good in the past, things where things have been out of balance. The intention here from Reneel is, it feels more surrendered to this connection, surrendered to this process. Can you see how this bat has their wings outstretched in front of the moon? There's lots of positive energy that I see in this Justice card. Sometimes the Justice card can be heavier energies, but in this deck there's a lot of brightness. There's all these orange colours, there's these flowers blooming at the top here. It's kind of has a feeling of a renewal energy in it for sure. And then we've got the Empress card right next to it as well, so another major arcana. And the Empress card is about divine feminine energy. So this connection needs to be nurtured. There needs to get the best out of it. It has that divine feminine energy, needs to sort of be injected with that. So patience, you know, much like I always see the Empress is, she's the mother of the deck. It's like this connection needs to be mothered and allowed time to grow, and have patience with it as well in order to blossom. But it has a lot of potential. It has a lot to offer. This is like this mother fox protecting. I see this baby fox, and this baby fox is almost like the renewal of this connection, Anne. But I do feel like this is Renil's energy, particularly with this justice. This has almost come through the bottom of the deck with the future of the connection, the second half of your question, this Empress energy. You know, is there a future to this? Yes, if we can bring in this Empress energy, protect it, nurture it, mother this connection. That needs to come from both of you. But this is Renil's energy, very strong. He's come through as this bat energy, wanting to right some wrongs. We have the Sword of Truth here. We've also got the Ace of Swords here coming through. So wanting to get some more clarity. And I just keep hearing more surrendered to the situation. Maybe some resistance in him has softened this time round. There's able to see the bigger picture and surrender to the process more. So I hope that resonated. Some sort of complex messages come through there that are quite particular, that I hope resonate with your situation, Anne. Okay, I'm heading over to, just give me one moment while I head over to PayPal and just check out Janavi's booking here. Sorry, just having a bit of trouble getting in. Bear with me. Okay, thanks Janavi, I've got that question there. So that's a 7-card reading, so I'll section that up to cover those questions. Thanks Anne, I'm glad that, for letting me know, I'm glad that resonated. Okay. Okay, try and fit these all in. I think this will be enough here, Janavi. So I've broke it down into sections to try and get the best information of placements. So looking at her energy and what's she bringing to the situation with regards to the love bombing. What benefits is he getting? Oh, okay. Interesting. So the moon energy here, like, oh, look at this actually, we've got 3 major arcanas here. You know how we've talked about this being like a karmic relationship as well? That comes through with these cards for sure. The moon card here, so this is her energy which is coming through, which there's a lot of insecurity often when we see the moon card, okay? I think this is kind of what we've seen in the past in terms of what drove this connection and drove this relationship. You know, maybe time running out for marriage, for a child, etc. All these factors. And I know that there was another person in the picture for her originally which didn't work out. So it's that almost like over that rebound energy, isn't it? Of reactive. I'm just very drawn to how this wolf here is like tipping over these bins for you know, for food, for a meal, for subsistence in a way, but this kind of having to scrat around really in the bins kind of comes from a base place of fear. And the positive side of the moon, like the guidance, is that really it's a lesson in when times are maybe scarce or if we're in the dark, that to hold your water. I don't know if you know that term, if that resonates, but it's that hold your nerve and not be reactive to that fear. but instead hold your nerve and wait it out and navigate the situation. And I feel like that's what she wasn't able to do in this connection. Like if she just paused and waited the situation out and not moved really fast. But the shadow side of the moon is that we give into the insecurities. And so that's the shadow side of the moon, giving into insecurities, allowing your insecurities to lead and drive your actions. And that's quite a dangerous place actually to come from, when we let our fear inform our path. Okay, now we have his energy in this connection, and the question was, how is he benefiting from this? Okay, but here we have the Devil card, which is about it being some toxicity here. The Devil energy has much more energy of not being able to get away from a situation. We need to get away from the situation, or we need to change the situation. We need to stop repeating old toxic behaviors. The Devil is karmic ties, you know, when we are tied to someone who isn't good for us. That can be very difficult to free ourselves from. These relationships are triggering, you know. It can be, sometimes we experience this with family members, or many of us get into relationships that have this Devil energy. It's very potent Devil energy. It clouds your judgment. It clouds our judgment. It lures us in. It makes us feel like that this is the only way, the only option that we have. All stuff like that, you know. It makes you feel hemmed in, backed into a corner. You can only have this option. I can't get out. All that kind of stuff that we've all maybe felt in some way, no doubt, in our relation, in our life, but in relationships, in jobs, you know, this Devil energy can crop up. So that's him. Now, interestingly, I pulled this Empress energy for the dynamic, the dynamic between this relationship. In a way, what is the benefit? Tell me more about this Empress energy, Spirit. I want to understand it, because the Empress energy is the divine feminine, is the mother. Are they both, what Kate did come through, are they both searching to be taken care of, to be mothered, but looking in the wrong place? Because I kind of get that energy from her a little bit, that there's, you know, in a way we all want to be looked after, but there's a bit of a difference when we're not able to be an adult and make our own decisions and be you know, ultimately we only have ourselves to depend on. You can't look to others to save you. And that's kind of what came through with the Empress, is I kind of heard mother energy. So there is some, could be the child, absolutely, Janavi. So this could be, now this is the dynamic, but I do hear, so that can be another layer of it. You're right, there's the baby fox. So maybe that's just, I suppose that's what pushed the marriage, didn't it? Yeah, Four of Pentacles. So being stuck, Four of Pentacles is, again, sort of always says to me about being in quite a fearful place, like not being able to break out of, to ask for more, to go for more, to come up above land. Trapped, that word come to mind of, I know this is not particularly PC, but like if she trapped him. Yeah. Let's move on to the other half, which is about kind of changes in you and how this would affect Akshay, okay? Okay. So this is you. I would say this is a positive move from you to look at other opportunities, okay, so that you feel like you've got choices. That's like a wise move. And I feel like this is you continuing to put in the work, put in the effort, to garner good results, okay? This is you investing really in yourself, but investing in this situation even as well. And interestingly, 8 of Pentacles is about work, so this is about how, you know, work being connected to this move. But I see this as you putting in good energy, putting in good effort into this situation as a whole in a way, and this you looking at other options being part of that. That's a way of protecting yourself, but it's also a way of sort of investing into this situation either. I hope that resonates. It's kind of like this is going to be good for every layer, every aspect of this. Now, how will this affect Akshay, that move? We see the 10 of Wands, which is this is like an uphill battle that's going on for him. 10 of Wands is when we reach that point of being able to put down a struggle, put down a burden, leading to communication of the Knight of Swords. So this is like his action as a result of you making this move. So I do like with readings that I've had from him, I do see more communication coming through at some point. Of course, divine timing certainly has a hand in this. Tell me more about this 10 of Wands, Spirit. This is him reacting to your sort of shift in energy. Page of Swords, communication. So really I interpret this 10 of Wands here as that it will help shift the energy into closing out this cycle where you are now, which maybe just feels like a lot of struggle, a lot of uphill battle. This feels like your energies, in a way that the energy has been very difficult between you both. And it will help push towards this tipping point of when we get to the 10 of Wands, which is a closing out of the cycle, and it will usher in change because we have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords, which is a lot faster moving energy and is about communication. So it feels like it will help build and push this energy. If we think of like a wheel of fortune, push, 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 and then there is that tipping point. And this pushing kind of this energy, what feels like very much like an uphill battle at the moment. It feels heavy. This is directly below his devil energy as well, of what he's experiencing on his side. And I believe you're experiencing this heavy energy on your side. So this is, you are pushing the river So if you've heard that expression, it's like you were pushing the river through directing your energy and investing your energy, which then we move into this Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, which is that communication and is getting a bit more clarity about you're able to talk again, I guess, communicate again, start to unpick this situation. Then I want to end with this is a future energies, and then the emotion comes back in between you with this Queen of Cups. A softer energy, we can be less defensive, we can be less, it's almost like we can get back in touch with our emotions in this connection again. After all this, you know, complexity and politics almost is what it feels like sometimes with this situation, this uphill battle. There's not one water here until we get to the end. And then it's like the emotion we can begin to allow ourselves to soften maybe a bit for both of you. Queen of Cups being more about love, feeling, heartfelt, you know, taking a deep dive here as well, this killer whale is. And we know the Queen of Cups is, you know, she is kind of driven by love and feelings. That's what she's all about. And all we have to do is watch out or manage for not being overwhelmed. That's the only shadow side of the Queen of Cups, is almost been feeling too much. But the Queen of Cups is someone who's able to process big feelings. But it's like then we come, like, just let's say the water energy can come back in. I really feel like it's important for, I'll leave it there, but this Ten of Wands feels very significant to get to the end of this cycle, this Wands. Okay, it's been such a struggle and a heavy battle. You know, you are doing everything you can. I think this Eight of Pentacles, to know you're doing everything that you can to energetically to switch this up practically. And then this is his energy with this Page of Swords coming through again, I think, with, you know, some communication to you and some clarity. This very much feels like his energy, not yours. So it's like his communication comes towards you. You won't have to drive that. So do you know how he says, okay, I got the picture, but I need some clarification for first question. I want to know, when he's getting both benefits and love bombs, why is he still unhappy? Okay, Devil is there. It's because it's toxic. I mean, I don't particularly see, do you know about, I don't see love bombing from her in particular. But I would say, you know, being in this devil energy, being in a toxic relationship is an unhappy place to be, for sure. So there can be an intensity and there can be highs and lows about this connection, or the devil energy can be a relationship that starts out strong, you know, when we fall. I mean, this relationship was rushed right from the beginning for the wrong reasons, I would say. I mean, I don't, like I say, number one, this may be something that you feel or know, but I don't particularly see love bombing on her side. What I see more for him is there is this devil energy. It's when you feel tied and bound to someone, and which is probably because of the situation of what's happened with the child. But there was manipulation right from the beginning that we saw. So it already started off on a devil footing with a relationship that has manipulation from the get-go, is toxic by nature. but we can get drawn in, we get pulled in. The further this relationship, these kind of relationships go on, the harder it can sometimes feel to, understandably, to get yourself out of it and to free yourself. And now, because of the situation that's happened, he really is locked in, like he is bound now. So I don't actually know how much benefit there really has been from this. You know, the devil energy doesn't always have to be beneficial. I mean, we can just get sucked into things that are toxic, of our own issues, past issues. It can happen to anyone. And for second question, this communication is because he is ready for action and communication regarding action. Yeah, definitely. That is with those page of, we saw both pages of people, is energy where you want to, you've got something to say, okay? These are quite confident energies in a way as well, with this page and Knight of Swords. They tend to rush in, they've got something to say, they want clarity, or they want to share their thoughts, their thinking. And that's because off the back of that Ten of Wands energy, which is that there is some kind of struggle between you or inside of him that is closing out with that Ten of Wands. So that's where you are now, but this is coming to an end. This can come to an end for numerous reasons. It could be an event that happens. It feels more energetic, just that, you know, things go in cycles, okay? Ten of Wands, there is some kind of closure and end to this struggle. If he's ready for action, I don't, this is more like beginning to communicate again, Janavi, okay? It will be communication that is based in truth, though. So it will come forward with wanting to talk about this connection, what's gone on, where they're at now. And then we do have the future of the Queen of Cups, which is movement towards the emotional more. I hope that you understand. Okay, no worries. Awesome. Right, bear with me, guys. Okay, I agree, Janavi. With those swords energy, that's like the conversations that need to be had first before we know what happens next, okay? Before we can start to plan for the future or ground this energy more, or I hope that makes sense. Okay, thanks for your patience, guys, who are on there. I will come back to the single cards reading. Thank you, Janavi, for that booking. If anyone else would like to queue jump and book a deeper reading, the link is in the pinned comment. But next on the list we have Anne. So Anne 2. everyone check out as well. So in honor of Valentine's Day coming up next week, so I'm having a special week of love. You may have seen it posted in the community post, but check out the link in the chat, which will take you to the schedule of what I have planned for that week as well. So all the lives will be focused on love questions. I've got a love guided meditation planned, and a love ritual actually on Valentine's Day as well. So if you are interested in manifesting the love you desire, it can be new love, it can be a specific person that you have in mind. Whatever your situation would be, if you're in a connection and you would like it to improve, then this week could be helpful to you. Thank you, Anne. So Anne asks, how can I strengthen my intuition when choosing a life partner? Awesome. Let's see. How can I strengthen my intuition when choosing a life partner? What does Spirit have to say to that? We have a major arcana, and it is the Star card. The Star card, so how can I strengthen my intuition when choosing a life partner? I feel like the message has come through with this Star card. It's really about strengthening your relationship with Spirit, and with the universe, with your inner voice. I know we spoke about connecting as well, and even just last session to your higher self, yeah? Because the Star card has this very spiritual aspect to it. So it is about a wish come true, a very pure energy to it though, which often resonates with me about this pure connection between ourselves and Spirit. Yes, that direct line communication. And we're always trying to strengthen that. We're always trying to clear out the silence the noise so that we can hear Spirit's message, strong, clear, pure. And also the Star is about holding on to your wish of what your life partner I think would be like, and not dimming that, not dimming your light, not dimming the what's the word, like not lowering the bar of who your life partner would be, keeping these standards high, keeping this, still going for the ideal, still going for the wish of what of your life partner, what that would really look like, what that would really feel like. But the main message coming through is, I think, strengthen your intuition when choosing a life partner, when making any decisions in life. To strengthen it is strengthening our relationship with the universe, with God, with Spirit, whatever you want to call it. And however you do that, if that's through prayer, meditation, visualization, you know, whatever that might be, that is what will help you, not just in your life partner, but in every area. So I hope that helps, Anne. Tia Bia, my love, if you're here, please post your question. I'll post the list so we all know where we're at. Got Tia Bia next. So Tia Bia asks, what are the actions or feelings towards me now? What are the actions or feelings for me? I ran into the Leo this past weekend. He didn't say anything, but he kept looking and even sat near me as if he was waiting for me to say something. I'm sure he was, Tia Beer. His Leo pride couldn't... Needs to find, be a courageous Leo. So let's have a look. What are the actions and feelings towards you now? Childish, yeah. So you need to click the link in the pinned comment, Nettie, if you want to be on the list, if you want free reading. Okay, come on, Leo, come through. What are you doing? Major Arcana. There is a transformation happening. There is an old skin that is being shed, okay, with this situation, with their energy, I think, okay. So this is specifically on them rather than the situation. I'm zooming in on the Leo. Judgment as well. So we've talked about past, the Judgment card, past actions, karmically catching up, okay, with the Leo now. And this has come through kind of multiple times, I think, by you know, withdrawing your energy in the mirror, and it's being faced, it's in his hands really now, this situation. So you are making progress. I think you are, Tia, impacting him, okay. He's in the Hanged Man energy here. So but the perspective change, the shift in his mind, okay, maybe taking a bit of time to get up to speed on actually what's happening. And maybe there's something like he can't quite believe that you are going to hold this line. Again, this coming through, this came up before about holding your nerve. So he's stuck, okay, he's uncomfortable in this situation and what's happening, because it's not going to plan, it's not going how he would normally operate. But he can't get out of it, okay, he can't, it's kind of shocked him, I believe, and he can't quite believe it. It's taken him a bit of time for his ego to catch up with the situation. Now, but there is with the Hanged Man, there is a perspective change and shift that needs to is happening, is underway, because here is the Judgment card. This old way, this old skin is being shed, so the situation is transforming. He is going through, being faced with an opportunity, I would say, to transform, Tia. Now, will he have the guts? Will he have the courage to really transform? Time will tell. But Judgment is the card of karma. So this is his karma catching up with him. And I would say, so we're looking at what are the actions or feelings towards you now, is that he is stuck. But I do think that he is being faced with he's kind of getting the program that he needs to act differently if he wants this connection to move forward. Tia says, I believe he's been entertaining so many other options but developing super shallow connections to try to forget you. Yeah. That's my intuition tells me. Yeah, I imagine someone like him absolutely would pursue other superficial connections, exactly, shallow connections to distract himself. That would be his way of dealing with it. But nonetheless, so yeah, that's his old pattern, that's what he does. But there's certain feelings that he's not been able to escape with this Judgment card. It is the card of karma. And he's ultimately as well, he's uncomfortable, okay? He's not really having a good time, I would say, as well. So it might, even from the outside perspective, you know, if he's still being that player energy, that he is, you know, not bothered or having a good time, but he isn't really having fun. When we see the Hanged Man, it's not a position, it's not a comfortable place to be. There needs to be a shift in perspective. He's been faced with an opportunity where really he could transform, you know, into something so much better than what has been in the past as well. This isn't just, this is about you, obviously, in that you've been the catalyst for this. But this is a transformation for the connection, but this is a transformation for him as well. You know, this has probably been a long time coming, that he needs to kind of grow up and move on to something with more depth. I hope that resonated. 2 major arcanas as well, Tia. So I would say again, which I've seen multiple times with him, that he's feeling the pinch of this situation. So next we have Divyansha. If you want to post your question, please. I think I'll have to... So Divya, if you would like to have a free reading, please check the pinned comment. And I'm going to have to close the list, I think, to make sure that I get through everyone. But Divya, if you want to, because you're here, if you want to get on the list, please click the link now. Janavi, I don't know if you're still here, if you want your free reading, the Love Oracle. Or another tarot card. Okay, so Divyansha, are you here? If not, Delani M. I'll just update the list. Thank you, Devea. Got you there. And Janavi, I will read that Love Oracle card for you after Devea. So the list. I don't think Divyansha's here. Delani M, are you still here? Kristen. Maybe it's easier to shout out who is here. Divyansha, Delani, Kristen, Gracie, Eco7. Give me a shout, guys, who's here. No one? Eco 7, Eva, Arpita, Country, Devea. Devea's here. Hi, Eco. Go for it. Please ask your question. Ah, I think so. Do you know, I've even seen everyone off. Country, yeah, post your question as well, please, my love. Okay, Eco 7. Oh, hey Eva, I'm glad you're still here. Eco 7 asks, my close friend will leave for overseas this year. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Would I encounter a new friendship bond? Okay, new friendships coming in. Let's have a look in the area of friendship. Oh, the Death card, Eco 7. So this tells me this is like a deep connection, okay, with your close friend, because we have the Death card, which is about the end of a cycle, okay, or an end of an era here, okay. So it's really, Spirit has brought through the importance in a way, like how this is, you know, this is a real moment. You may know this, you may feel this already, but this is an important friendship. This is, you know, the end of an era. Now, always with the Death card is that, you know, with an end of the era, it will of course usher in a new beginning. And what I think is the message here, Eco 7, is that yes, absolutely, as one door closes, another one will open for sure. And that if you can hold space for that new friendship, that it will usher in a new energy and a new chapter. What I would say is as well with this death energy, Eco, is to fully give yourself time to kind of mourn the ending of this. And I also would be mindful when we see this Death card to not try to recreate that connection with someone else, but instead to be open to something new and something different. Because it would be painful to try to recreate what you had with this person, and that is unique relationship in itself. it's much like with say a love relationship, isn't it, that if we can sometimes carry that through into the new relationship to try to recreate it, and it's never the same. We need to allow it to be different. We need to allow it to be something different and something new, and in turn this may open up a doorway in you to be a sort of different aspect of yourself, to be a different person with different people, if that makes sense. It can open the door to a whole new kind of social aspect of yourself. So indeed there is an end of an era and the beginning of a new here in this friendship, and it's significant. Mourn it, allow this to the change to happen, and allow also, don't try to recreate the past, but instead start something new. So I hope that resonated, Eco. Okay, country, my love, this is for you. Is DJ planning anything serious for us? He's a love interest. No commitment yet, slow moving connection. Sure. I remember we looked at his energy previously, and let's have he's kind of the more cautious, analytical, logical type, from what I understand. Matter of fact. Let's see what's going on with him and you. Tell me about DJ. Okay, so we're looking at his actions. Is there, so what's influenced his actions? I think it's this giving us a read of where he's at. I mean, we have got the transformational moth here. So there is the opportunity for change and potential, but there is some inner work that needs to be done on DJ's side. So are we aware? I don't know how much that he's shared with you, but we have 3 broken cups here, which is some kind of loss, disappointment, heartbreak from the past, disappointments in love, influencing where he's coming from now, where he's coming from at the moment. We have 2 cups here, which is the energy between you two. Okay, this is the potential, this is the light, this is lit up, this is 2 cups that, and this is what he needs to be focusing on, is the future. The 5 of Cups can be when we can get stuck, okay, in the low mood, the you know, when we've all kind of can do that if we've been hurt badly. Then, you know, each time that happens, in a way, we put up walls, and it can get harder and harder to take the risk. But ultimately, if we want to usher in change and more joy and more happiness, you have to emotionally, in a way, keep putting yourself out there. And so there could be something going on here about the disappointments of the past, these broken cups, dragging DJ down, slowing him down. I'm going to ask for one more because I want to see what's, you know, is he going to be able to get past this? And like I said, I don't know how, if he's shared, this could go back to childhood, this could be you know, run that deep, that going that far in the past, or it could be past relationships. How is he going to deal with this ultimately, though? What comes after this 5 of Cups? Spirit, will he, you know, move towards these 2 cups? That's what I want to know. Okay, so yes, this is very hopeful. Ace of Pentacles is getting, that's probably jumped out. Wheel of Fortune. Things will begin to turn in your favour. This is a shift in energy. This Ace of Pentacles is a shift in energy. This is taking up, this is making practical changes, practical action. I almost feel like, look, that owl, you know, it's like a moth with its back to us, closed off, and then this is kind of like the other side. To me, that's how it speaks to me. And this is about actually taking a risk, I think, spreading these wings, expansive, getting kind of real about it. When we see Pentacles, it's ruled by earth energy, so this is getting more serious and making practical steps. Practical steps is showing up for this relationship, you know, doing the work and the effort, which is, you know, planning dates, thinking about, you know, good dates. It's about, you know, it's all those little things that build trust. It's about having consistent communication. It's about commitment, I suppose, was what was the question before, isn't it? And earth energy is about commitment. And it's like that the energy is with you more on this. So yeah, this is hopeful that he will make a shift towards these 2 cups. At the minute, these 2 cups is, it sits as potential, which is your connection, okay? So we need to see a shift. He needs to get past that 3 of Cups, but I do ultimately see that happening with this positive energy here. It looks like he's able to make those moves and go for this, because look at that, all that bright energy in comparison to this kind of heavy energy. Starts with baby steps. Ace of Pentacles, it is an ace, but it's all those little things that turn the wheel, that turn it into a big change. Yeah, hope that helped. So Eva, my love, if you're still here, please post your question. Country Love says, wow, yes, the owl spreads its wings wider. Yeah, the moth is like it's afraid of opening up. The owl is bursting out like I'm ready. Exactly, that's what I saw as well. I'm glad that resonated for you, Country. You're welcome. Eva, my love, if you are still here, please post your question. Or Peter, my dear, if you were here, please go ahead. And Devea. Is anyone still here? Just shout out if you are still here. Hey Eva. So Eva asks, what feelings does my partner have for me in our relationship? He is acting very distant without interest for me. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see what's going on, Eva. Page of Wands. Page of Wands, okay, is someone who, this can just be their current energy now, okay? And it can have that, they have that in-out energy, okay? Page of Wands is kind of emotionally driven, and it can make them impulsive. It's ruled by the element of fire, either, okay? I'm going to ask another question to find out more. What is driving this in-out energy, this distance? You will soon find out more information with this Knight of Swords, either. So communication, some clarity. So we shift from this kind of Page of Wands energy, or this is his actions now. The Page of Wands as well, it can be about, Page of Wands sometimes is about a moment of assessment as well, about their lives and about what direction to go in. It's almost like this bird here is taking a pause. But Wands is about when we look to the future and what plans that we make. So this can be something that's going on internally, like maybe they are feeling frustrated with their life as it is now, and they want some kind of change. There's some kind of feeling of urgency and wanting to take flight that I feel from this card. And the page is like when we are looking at a situation and assessing it before we make a move. So there's a sense of, not necessarily even with this connection, take what resonates if you feel like it is between you, or it can be just if they've expressed it in their life in a wider context about some kind of dissatisfaction. Sometimes they feel okay about it, sometimes they don't, which is this in-out energy, okay? Sometimes they are satisfied and sometimes they want more. Sometimes as well, because it's Page of Wands, there is a bit of an immaturity here about being maybe not realistic about the steps in, that they want to jump from A to Z and don't understand that they have to travel through B, C, D, etc. to get to where they want to go. The Wands isn't a very kind of practical or realistic energy. But this will come through in conversation. I don't know how much that they've shared with you, but I do see you getting more clarity and them coming forward with maybe getting it off their mind, what's going on for them, or sharing a bit more about what's going on for them. I don't know if they've shared anything with you at this point. But yeah, I do feel there's this unsettled frustration goes in and out. Don't know how much weight that you actually have to give this either, because of this, it being Page. It's like sometimes it's a bit of there's something unrealistic almost about this kind of energy, about them, a kind of immaturity, if that makes sense, a childishness here. Hope that resonated. Yeah, go for it, R. Peter. Please post your question. And then just give me a shout if anyone else is here. Janavi, you are here. I'll read for you after R. Peter. Oh, excuse me. Cash bang wallet. Hey Devea, you post your question. I'll read for you after Janavi. Peter asks, I want to have any universe messages for me, please. Sure thing. Thanks, Janavi. A message for our Peter, please, Spirit. What do they need to know right now? You're welcome, Eva. You're very welcome. Okay. Devea, sorry, or Peter. Keep me right. Universe says this can be current energy. This can be upcoming near future energy for you, our Peter. So take what resonates. Two of Swords, a difficult decision coming up for you. Being at some kind of crossroads. Okay, not knowing which road to take, which decision to take. There can be sometimes quite a lot of anxiety and stress around this. We see this frog who is literally having to sort of balance and sit on a knife edge. And this is almost, whenever I see this message, it comes through is like, this is almost like the most uncomfortable part of the journey is when we are in this indecision, okay, about feeling so torn up inside sometimes about not knowing what is the right way to go in a situation. And we have the moon here, and in this Two of Swords, it's always comes the message about it's a reminder to say that the answer is tapping into your intuition and going within and not looking externally for answers. So maybe talk, you know, ultimately we need to trust ourselves and what is right for us. Looking externally for answers can help up to a certain point, as in the sense of going to people in your life and asking their opinions, but ultimately only we know what is right for us and our journey and our path. And it's about taking a step towards the Queen of Pentacles, which is the direction that Spirit, you know, wants you to take. The Queen of Pentacles is a card of abundance. It's a card of stability also, because it's pentacles. This Queen is someone who is very confident with interacting in the world. You know, she's worldly wise. She can look after herself. She has a very abundant mindset. She is a hard worker, is able to bring things to life in a way with her effort and her energy. She's someone who people can rely on. And that's the kind of direction that we want to go in, our Peter. It is. It's a beautiful image, isn't it? This is someone who people look up to, okay? And I feel, our Peter, that this is your energy and realizing your true potential in a situation and knowing this about yourself, that this is possible and we can make decisions each way that bring us closer to this or further away from this. And I think the universe is asking you to step towards this. I hope that resonated. Okay, so Janavi, this is for you. I'm just going to scroll back to your question, and then Devea. So Janavi asks, what is Akshay's karmic lesson in that connection? Oh, tarot or oracle gives better answer. I think the tarot for this, because this will just be messages from him. What is Akshay's karmic lesson in this connection? Let's have a look. You're welcome, our Peter. Thank you so much. Yeah, with her, sure. I'm interested to find out what this is as well. I feel like it's Knight of Wands, okay? It's about many things here, okay? Knight of Wands is really good at it's about fighting for what you want, okay? It's ruled, we know, by fire energy, so it's about defending yourself, protecting what you want, not being scared to be direct and to speak out. And also, interestingly, because it's fire, okay, so this is about passion, this is about our heart's desire. It's not about logic, it's not about what we should do, what's the right thing to do. And the Knight of Wands is saying, you know, well, it doesn't matter, we're not in a court of law here about what stands up in a court of law. I hope this message makes sense. It's just about, this is what I feel and this is what I want, and that should be enough. And that's what Akshay needs to embody more. And there's something about this connection that is devoid of that, devoid of this is what I want, this is what I desire, and it doesn't have to make sense to, you know, just let's say that should be enough. Yeah, as long as we're not hurting other people, as long as it's just that, as long as we're not harming others, harm to none, then we should be allowed to follow our passions and follow our heart's desires. So I'm glad that resonates. Janaiva says it's exactly what I thought he should learn. So bang on with that message. And he needs to stand up for himself, really. The Knight of Wands is about, you know, if we think the Knight of Wands, there is some kind of lack of maturity here. So this is a part of somewhere where he needs to mature. Maybe he was told a long time ago, you know, in his childhood or in relationships, something about that his feelings weren't enough to be valid. You might not even know that he's learning this lesson, Janavi. I don't know. There's sometimes I don't know how much awareness that he has or insight. I knew exactly what I was doing. We've had these before. Just being near you is intoxicating. It's almost like the same cards are coming out here. Oof. I'm starting to understand our connection. Okay, so maybe he's starting to get this now. Maybe there has been a lack of awareness in the past. But maybe this, so he is not aware, he's very timid. So, but maybe he's starting to connect the dots now. Yeah, he needs to be more fierce, tap into his fire energy. Hey Delaney, I'm sorry, yes I did have to move on the list. I'll be back on Wednesday though. Please do come back and catch us then. So I have Devea, my dear. If you're still here, just give us a shout. I think you've posted your question. Yeah, Devea asks, Jeffrey said he would give me a job. How will working for him it go? Anything I should know about it? Okay, interesting. You're welcome, Janavi. Devea, this is for you, my dear, if you are still here. Last but not least, let's have a look at this new job offer. Thanks, Devea. Anything Devea should know, please, Spirit. Oh, no problem, Delani. Sorry that you missed it. Hopefully I'll catch you on Wednesday. So, Devea, this is a good opportunity. This is positive. This is very, related to work, finances, stability. So this is really nice energy to see, well, in any situation, but it particularly aligns with work, finances. When we see the Ace of Pentacles, can't speak. This is potential though, okay? This is a really good first building block, Devea. There is no red flags here actually, or warning that I see here. This has the owl that we see offers expansion, so it will obviously usher in more financial stability, but also can lead to, this is one step that could lead to other steps and have longevity and have a future here. And then we have this gold coin, which is the money, the finances, the stability. Anything else, Spirit? Just because I'm nosy. Temperance, so harmony. This is a harmonious post as well, a harmonious energy, journey. Temperance can be about just patience, so this could just be about learning, the job, learning the work. But this is positive energy as well. So we just see this frog that is waiting patiently on this rock in a way to take a leap and to leap and make a move when the timing is right. But mainly temperance is about harmony, about balance. It's a major arcana as well. So this is, again, sort of bringing through this message again about the potential for longevity here. So all good signs, Devea. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with the situation, and allow it to progress. But this is all positive energy here. I hope that resonated. But this is encouraging signs, okay? So, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your questions. I hope they brought you some clarity, peace, insight. I will be back on Wednesday, most likely 11:30 GMT time. But wishing you all the best for the rest of your day, the rest of your evening, wherever you are. Love and light. You're welcome, Devea. You're very welcome. Take care, guys. Take care. See you soon. And check out the Week of Love schedule.